Dun, 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 dun. All right. Just about ready to go. Order guard is live. Let's. Oh. Yeah. And you too. Well, that was YouTube. This one is. Wait a minute. Alright, so I gotta have. No. I want that. Then I want this one. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, come on. Alright, whatever. Dun, 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 dun. Fleet Admiral 65. Look at that. The USS Claymore. Not really. Like, so I don't know. It's pretty good damage, I guess. I mean, an escort would be more like a rapier or something. Okay, so we are here ready to do Broken Circle. I'm just gonna check. We got 13 hours to go. Okay, tomorrow then. Success! Critical. Oh, so these did not take that long at all. Collect rewards. Collect rewards. Collect rewards. Collect rewards. Okay. Federation. 720. That's the most well, yeah, that's the most XP. Plan. 70, 70, 70. Oh, I forgot. Forgot the ones we used are going to be on cooldown for a while. Alright, so that takes care of 70. And we need 50 and 50. Okay, well there's a 50. And we need 28. Right? Yeah, 28. 28 science. There's 28 science. Let's do that. Okay, begin. I want Ferengi. 630 is the highest. I think I should be able to do that one, right? 65, 20, and 30. 65. I know, we just only need 10 science then, if I did that. Alright, let's do that. And then I just need 10 science. Using a lot of engineering for our 10 science thing. There just isn't any that are just like mainly science. I literally need 10, exactly 10. Fine. Whoops. Oh, okay. I guess I could have done 2 5s. Clear slot. Alright, so, yeah, because we need 2 ships, so there's 5, and then that one. There we go. In. And Romulan. $630 is the most. Oh, okay. We'll do that one. And I should be able to get 35, 85, 45. 85. So the highest tactical we have is 68. Well, I need 19. No. Yeah. 29. No, 19. I don't know. I need about 20, and about 20. 20, 20, 20. Right there. Boom. And we want to do a none. 174, 252, 684. Gonna do that one. Fine. 70, 60, and 70. 70. 60. Alright, I need 31 and 30. That does it. Yeah. So we got 4 going. Going like a buster. Excuse me. What is XP going into? Like regular XP. Socialization? Is that what it goes into? Already. Okay. What was I thinking? Oh, yeah, reputation. Yeah, none of those are ready. Don't think we have anything here. Nope. No points. Okay. Mission. Oh, yeah, we're doing a mission. Broken Circle. Good. That's good. That one. Okay. Trigger. But they're all set, ready to go. Yeah, button. Okay. Let's do it. We are all ready to go. I forgot to refill my drink before I got back online on the stream. Oh wow, look at all them. Captain Kagran has sent his aide, Lieutenant Pollack, to give you a brief tour of the Krenim research facility. So far, the Alliance's venture for the Krenim has been very productive. Together, our teams are making progress toward completing Anorax's designs for a ship capable of temporal incursions. The lieutenant is waiting to greet you, sir. Thank you, Tyrell. Very doing your job well. Stuff. Thanks. Okay, Tolek.
Greetings. Hello. On behalf of Captain Cogran and Alliance Command, I am pleased to welcome you to our research station. The captain is completing his preparations. In the meantime, I will give you a tour of the facility, where we are building a weapon that will end the Iconian threat once and for all. Follow me. Our researchers can explain how the weapon works and answer any questions you may have.
Okay. I remember doing this multiple times. So this must be have a reward that has multiple rewards. Or something.
And here, we have the development area.
How much do you know about the
7.
Krenim? 7 of 9.
The Borg have extensive records on the Krenim. They were a species of great interest to the Collective.
I'm
Why?
not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying us like a bug in a petri dish. I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying anyone.
And what about the Iconians?
The Collective spent a great deal of resources pursuing Iconian technology. They believed the species to be extinct. They were incorrect.
So much for the Borg knowing everything.
The Iconians' technology is far beyond even the capabilities of the Borg.
Fine. But what about shielding the ship that's using the weapon? We haven't solved the paradox problem yet.
This is not my first experience with alternate timelines. It would be possible to develop a form of temporal shielding to protect this vessel from alterations in the
It's like
timeline.
one time for me. Speak with researcher Jalan.
Welcome to our facility. I'm working with one of the teams here to develop the time ship and choose a target. What we do is different from time travel. Anorax's designs are actually for a weapon that can remove elements from the time stream completely, and then time reshapes itself to account for that absence.
Yeah, so in other words, it's a very, 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 very bad thing.
In some ways, yes. Once the weapon is fired, it can create an entirely new reality.
Yeah.
And anyone or anything that isn't temporally shielded will be a part of that reality. That's why we have to proceed slowly. If we're not careful, we could change everything we know and not even know what's happened.
That could be as dangerous to use. No, that could be as dangerous to us as it is to the Iconians. Yeah.
But think of the possibilities. We could reverse the effects of wars, stop threats like the Iconians, even turn back time and eliminate the Borg. This is a weapon, but it's one that can make a better galaxy.
But see, sometimes you think things are a good idea, but it's actually not. I mean, people liked Hitler back in the day before they realized what he was doing. You know, I mean, yeah.
Captain Cogren's briefing is about to begin. Follow me to the conference room.
Either way, to the conference room. Wait for me. Select. Even with a stick for the speed, it's only either too fast or too slow. Alright. Speak with Cagran.
I have heard much about your victories against the Iconians. It is an honor to work with a warrior like yourself. We are almost ready to begin. First, however, Agent Cray would like a word.
Agent Cray.
Good to see you again. Any more visits from the future?
Isn't he the one that told the future me to go back? No more visits from the future so far. Why are you here?
The Federation has some serious concerns about possible violations of the Temporal Prime Directive. Normally, Starfleet personnel are strictly prohibited from directly interfering with historical events and should make every effort to maintain the timeline.
And yet this weapon is being created for exactly to F everything up.
Indeed. That should tell you how serious this war has become. If the Iconians win, there probably won't be anyone left to preserve the timeline. In this instance, my role is to ensure that we succeed in our task with the minimal possible disruption to the timeline, as well as to address any repercussions of those disruptions.
So the directive is only a directive when it is convenient.
I don't disagree. As a Starfleet officer, I am sworn to uphold the Temporal Prime Directive. Not only that, but I have seen firsthand the dangers that come from ignoring it. But as the Vulcans say, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. The Iconians cannot use time travel, and that makes it a weapon we can use against them. We must consider carefully whether it is too dangerous of a weapon to use at all.
What if the timeline you're in is not the original timeline, but is actually the effect of somebody messing around with time in the first place, and you just didn't know it? Maybe it's all screwed up. Yeah, anyway, yeah. Alright, so I still have my objections. Begin the briefing. Alright, here we go.
The war is not going as well as we might wish. Our fleets are protecting key worlds, but dozens of other targets have fallen to Herald attacks. Civilian casualties are rising. We need to act. This facility is building a device to turn the tide in our favor. Captain Nog, what is the status of the weapon?
We've had some setbacks, Captain. We're still weeks from a working prototype. No amount of temporal manipulation will change that.
And have you chosen a target for the temporal incursion?
We are still running simulations. We've configured the holodecks to help us evaluate the possible changes that occur after removing an element from the time stream. Some of these scenarios show promise, but none are exactly what you want.
Very well. We cannot afford to wait another day. We are losing this war. We need to strike now. A direct engagement is our only option. We will put all our resources into a full attack on the Iconians. Every ship we can muster will be a part of one massive strike against the Herald Sphere. Captain Paris is already moving into position with the Vanguard. Ships here will report to the Herald Sphere as soon as possible. There will be more warriors in Stovokor tonight. But first, we will make the Iconians bleed.
Okay. Back to the ship. See what we can orders coming in from Captain Cagrin now, sir. Battle has commenced and Captain Paris is preparing to engage the enemy. The claim art, that's me, is to rendezvous with the task force waiting in the Kayana system and then report with them to the Herald Sphere to reinforce the ships already there.
You are the last ship to arrive. We are ready to set course for the sphere.
Okay, let's go do it.
Alpha Wing, you are cleared for departure.
Past them all. Sir, the fleet is in complete disarray. We're picking up multiple distress calls as well as an incoming transmission from Captain Paris.
Am I glad to see you? It's just not working. The Iconians are gating in their ships, and they have far more reserves than we anticipated. I've called for a hold on the flagship assault until we regroup. There's no point in a suicide run. First, we need to help our ships in trouble. Can I count on you to help?
We will do all we can for those ships, Captain. Okay. I remember this part. So we are going to...
From the USS Keller. We are losing warp containment and are in need of immediate assistance.
Are you streaming, Paul?
Yep.
Okay. Jesse wants to buy us some ice cream.
Engines and weapons are down! Requesting immediate assistance!
To any available ships, this is Commander Novaron of the RRW AIMHIG. We require immediate assistance.
Okay, so my brother was talking. I had it muted. Yeah, this ship actually does pretty good when I have all the ships out, and being able to have it automatically call them out. So like I have them on automatic whenever possible. It totally helps. I don't have to mess with it. They just automatically pop out and help out, fly around my ship like that. Oh, I'm supposed to help. Crap.
We cannot continue to fight without weapons.
Oh,
I must make repairs.
God damn it. I forgot about that part. And this one. Good. Okay, well, that's working. Clear path to gateway. Follow the dreadnought. What dreadnought?
We are clear to enter the gateway.
Okay, let's go. I'd forgotten how this mission works. Forgot about saving the ships. And go. First priority is fine. Okay, put it on screen.
The flagship's shields are down, and it's losing power. Looks like they're trying to interface with the sphere to give them...
Alright, so... So we're clearing a path.
Signaling the carriers to move into position now.
I'm stuck now. Alright.
Herald reinforcements inbound. We need to deal with them.
Yeah, okay. going? Don't have any indicator where I'm supposed to go. Oh, I guess we're just waiting. We should be shooting at that thing. Whatever. Oh, there's our... and carriers while they launch shuttles. We got one boarding party landed.
Parties are on.
Alright, we're on our way. Difference from the sphere is blocking comm signals. Attempting to compensate
Great.
now.
We got through. What's your status? We can't reach any of the other away teams.
There's safety aboard. Away teams were engaging the heralds.
Acknowledged. Sensors are picking up power fluctuations near your coordinates. The impact with the Quartar must have disrupted their systems. Start disabling anything you can reach. If we do enough damage, maybe that will help us take their ship.
Disable power junctions and assist away teams in battle. Okay. Oh. To Lieutenant Tulloch.
Away teams are attacking power junctions, but they are encountering heavy resistance. It would be an honor to join your team, sir.
Oh, okay. We have no idea which direction we're supposed to go. We shall go this way.
Away teams reporting in, sir. Heavy resistance and heavy casualties.
Are we supposed to turn here? Yes.
Detecting life signs and weapon discharges dead ahead.
Thank you for your assistance. Yep. Well, are these your sisters? We need to go this way.
I am detecting Federation and Herald weapons fire beyond this door. There is also a power junction.
Okay. Okay, power junction. I've got bugged before doing this. Because that's when dun, dun, dun. Well, we made it so that your wavy your hand doesn't work.
Matara is retreating. She might be trying to recharge her energy.
Whoa, what are you doing over there? The fluctuations are increasing exponentially.
We disabled some power junctions, but Matara escaped using a gateway. We must be doing some damage to get her attention.
Interesting, but it makes sense. The Iconians are energy beings. If Matara can't use the ship's systems, she'll use herself as a battery for the gateways. But that's probably dangerous for her. She's bleeding herself dry with every gateway. Keep at it. If you can drain enough of her energy, she might make herself vulnerable.
Herald reinforcements!
Enemy target making damage detected.
We need to disable the other junctions. There is another power junction ahead.
Okay. So I've had that get bugged before, where she doesn't appear, or she appears under the ground or something. But I don't think it was at the first time we encounter her. Hopefully we don't get bugged that way again. Ah, it was this one. There she is.
The demon is weakening. Keep disabling the power junctions.
It's working! She's using her own energy to power the gateways.
More reinforcements, sir. The area is secure, and the other interface is just over there.
Okay.
I am detecting a third junction ahead.
Third junction. Can we change the camera? Oh, there we go.
Another junction just ahead, sir.
Okie dokie.
If we can keep forcing the creature to use her own power, we can weaken her enough to defeat her.
Oh.
I am detecting strong energy signatures ahead. I believe it to be some kind of command center.
Maybe not.
Scans confirm her energy readings are decreasing. This could work.
Enemy target unaffected.
I see what you are trying to do.
A harbinger! Prepare yourself!
Why am I always running into stuff? God.
We must disable the other interface before we continue.
Indeed.
The area ahead contains 4 interface junctions.
Mm-hmm. Also, there's 4. Okay. Good thing you're not one.
Reinforcements on their way.
Alright, can we hit this one now? Yep.
More reinforcements. Watch your back.
Alright. Do this one. Move. There we go. Next one. She's not floating. Oh, there she is. Oh my. Oh, I thought that's what you were doing already.
I see clearly now, Ticket. I will stand with you, and these creatures will pay for what they've done. Kill them. Kill them all.
Fall back! Transporter, beam us up!
Okay.
You made it back. Count yourself among the fortunate few. What's the situation on the flagship?
We killed one of out of about what, 20 or something?
I hate to say it, but that might be the first bit of good news I've heard all day. Okay, we need to fall back. While there's still a chance, the Heralds will be coming back in force.
Scan the relic vessels for survival. Where is...
These warriors died well, and they will not be forgotten.
The green smoke. Time to go, okay. And escape pods. sometime in the oh my god, the distances they got in this game are just stupid. Alright, up to Kayana. We have returned to the Kayana system, sir. Several of the senior officers are waiting for you in the conference room. Acknowledged. What's that second one? Was it higher? Yeah. Okay, so that one.
Despite the extraordinary efforts of you and many others, our operation was a failure. We're still totaling up the casualties, but the cost was too great. The Heralds still stand. They have lost one Iconian, but if anything, that will only prolong the conflict. Defeating Matara was a combination of the sacrifice of Guroth and many others, your quick thinking and martial prowess, and the Iconians' arrogance. Matara did not believe an Iconian could die. The others will not make the same mistake.
We had to take the risk, Captain. We couldn't wait for the cranium weapon.
Indeed, but that is a small comfort to the warriors who have entered Stovercore this day. Those of us who remain will mourn, and then we survive another day.
And we will defeat the Iconians.
I don't think we have a choice now. We have to complete the Krenim device. Captain Cogran wants it online immediately, but this isn't something we can rush. Cutting corners with temporal mechanics? That's how you end up with unsolvable time paradoxes. Look, I'll do whatever I can, but I'm scared of this technology. Building it will be the greatest challenge of my career. But actually altering time? I'm not sure anyone should have that much power.
So he's either science or engineer. He's not a tactical guy. He's involved in this stuff that much.
I want to personally commend you. Whatever success we had in this mission was thanks to you. The Iconians have lost their leader. Their unity is broken. That might give us an opening to end this war. The cost, though, all those people, I can't help but feel that I failed them.
Can't blame yourself, Captain. They knew the risks, and they were willing to take them. Back to the Claymore.
Our losses were great today, and we will mourn for every hero who died defending their galaxy. I am a warrior. I believe in honorable combat, direct tactics, and looking my enemy in the eye. Although you did manage to destroy Matara and break the unity of the Iconians, I now see that we cannot use traditional combat to defeat them. Captain Nog and his team will continue their work on the weapon. It may be our only option.
Disable summoning reinforcements, fields, and fabricating devices for 20 seconds. Alright. Delta Alliance reinforcements beacon. Signals for a strike team of 3 Delta Alliance escorts to assist you in combat for 45 seconds. Nice. I like that one. A fire chamber, cannon weapon damage. Okay. Let's take that one.
The war continues, and
I thought there was a set for that. I guess I must have repeated it to get all the stuff. I don't need all the stuff though. You know, some of these actually say that it can be used from inventory. Either one of these say. Okay. Missions. Butterfly.
the research teams in the Kiana system require your assistance. They have been running thousands of temporal incursion simulations of how to use the Krenim weapon. But I need an officer with field experience to evaluate the project in its feasibility. You will participate in a focus test of the most promising options. A blade cuts both ways. We must be sure that what this weapon can do to the Iconians does not cause greater harm to us. The war continues, and...
Okay. Butterfly.
Welcome. We have been working with the Krenim to build both this facility and a weapon similar to the one developed by Anoraks in the 22nd century. Captain Nog is running point for the Alliance, but teams from all across the Alpha and Beta quadrants are involved with the research. It's fascinating work, but there's a lot to do yet.
Help.
Captain Nog might be able to explain more. He's waiting for you.
Lead the way. Yes, I know. That's not Nog. Yeah, it is. That's the Nog.
I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances. We've managed to make a prototype of the Krenim weapon in Anarax's records, but we have not attempted to use it yet. Time isn't something you mess around with, so we have been conducting simulations here of possible incursions, as well as developing new ways to protect and store data on various timelines.
Oh, man, so many yawns today. Maybe I should have taken a nap during lunch. Got on a little later. Do you have any ideas on when to make a temporal incursion?
We've tried a different number of scenarios, but only in the holodeck. Direct action against the Iconians is proving to be problematic, because so much time has passed since they were first a great power. Incursions that far back in time must be carefully planned, or the fallout of even minor changes can ripple across reality. We have, however, seen some promise in trying to delay their arrival.
That's just delaying the inevitable for a few years.
Actually, it would be closer to a 700-year delay if our calculations are correct. The Iconians have had 200,000 years to build their fleets, but we're catching up to them. We've already seen what the 29th century technology can do. Imagine what we'll have in the 32nd century.
Okay.
Exactly. The other potential solution is to cut into their current power base. What if the Iconians never allied with the Alachi or the Solanae? We wouldn't be facing the trouble we do now. The three most promising incursions each follow one of these tactics. My teams have been running simulations and refining their targets, but I'd like you to assist them using a special quantum recursive algorithm. Our simulators can run the outcome of a possible incursion on the holodeck. Interacting with that simulation will give us more data than just crunching the numbers. We need to really interact with it to see what reality would look like, and for that, I need someone like you with field experience.
Indeed. It sounds like a fascinating experience.
Hello. Please allow me to explain what we're doing here. We've determined that if we remove a specific series of stars from the Beta Quadrant in the distant past, a rogue planet will enter the Iconia system and cause massive geological damage at about the same time the planet was bombarded by the Iconians' enemies. The technological buildup of the orbital bombardment that destroyed the Iconian civilization will still happen, but the Iconians themselves will have to deal with a natural disaster, not a war.
You think this is better than a war?
Maybe the survivors of a natural disaster, if there are any, won't be so vengeful, and none of the stars we will remove have planets with the possibility of developing life. The overall effect on the galaxy is minimal. It's a painful path, but it could be the one that leads to peace.
I don't know if I like the idea of removing entire stars.
The number of stars we will have to remove is a concern, which is why we're trying this in a simulation first. But as Captain Nog said, these simulations aren't perfect, so we have devised a holodeck program that will expand and extrapolate on possible effects of the temporal incursion.
Giving a lot of weight to the holodeck.
It's the best option we have available to us. The holodeck's algorithms have been updated to change and adapt to the data created by the simulated timeline alteration. This is not your average holo novel.
Very well. What do you need me to do?
Once we run the program, you'll be able to interact with our best approximation of the new timeline. Interaction with the holodeck components will allow the program to generate a more in-depth solution and give us a better idea of what to expect. We have set this simulation on a Federation starship patrolling the Sol system, and you are the captain. If all goes as planned, we expect that almost everything in the system should be close to current reality.
Okay. Before I go in there, though, I'm going to... Okay, a minute. And you will return very shortly. Alright. So that got me at Klondike. And I just realized that they have a cool play on words here. Making squares cool since 1922. Making squares cool as in anyway. It's a double play on words. Alright. Anyway. Cool is has double meaning, and so does squares. Right.
Captain, you're alive! We repelled the intruders on the bridge, but the ship has taken heavy damage, and a lot of the crew are injured.
Right.
Sir, I'm not sure this is the time. So many people are hurt, and most of the systems are offline. The life support is on backups, and our resources are down to nothing, and... The Dominion stopped firing at us when we lost weapons. Now they're focusing on Earth's defense grid, but it's only a matter of time before they return to finish us off.
The Dominion?
Sir, I tried to fight them off. The boarding parties, the Gemhead are. We have to stop the Dominion. They can't take Earth too.
Don't worry, we'll stop them.
We can't stop them. Maybe if we hadn't been at war with the Romulans. Maybe if the Klingons hadn't ripped themselves apart. I'll be fine, Captain. Just rattle.
What should be if you need to.
I never expected they would get so far into our defenses. I'm sorry, Captain. I just need a moment. Then I'll be ready to fight.
Incoming hail!
USS Ajax. Sensors show your ship is completely defenseless, and I would prefer not to delay our arrival at Earth to deal with such a minor annoyance. Surrender now, and I will guarantee the safety of your crew.
He will never surrender. Quadrant casualty report. Phaezoid taken. Hello Prime taken. Vulcan uninhabitable. 9.4 billion casualties. Alright. So that scenario really sucked. Speak to Alpha Team Leader. Okay. Yep.
Sorry, we were watching from the control room, and that could have gone better. Even with all that, the simulation data on whether the Iconians were entirely eliminated from that timeline is inconclusive. We were able to record your interactions, and we've been able to piece together what happened from those.
What did you find?
From what we can piece together, the Klingon Empire was never unified by its conflicts against outsiders, and the great houses turned on one another instead. The Romulans took the chaos as an opportunity to attack. The Federation stepped in to help the Klingons, and the war between the three factions basically ripped the quadrant apart. The Dominion then conquered all three weakened powers.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Agreed. My team will continue working on other possible incursion scenarios.
Okay.
Another one of you Voyagers? I don't know how you can help, but very well. My team is working on scenarios that reduce the Iconian power base. We're attempting to do so by fixing a mistake that Janeway allowed to happen decades ago. We're going to stop the Vaadwaur from being rediscovered. We plan to do this by preventing Voyager from ever coming into contact with underspace. This will prevent them from finding Vaadwaur Prime, and 7 of 9 will never wake the Vaadwaur.
I do not know what you mean by Voyager. I never served on that ship.
No, but you're all the same. You come to our quadrant, meddle in affairs that don't concern you and that you don't understand, and leave chaos in your wake. Now, you want us to help you alter time. Tell me, does that sound like something someone like you should be doing?
Yes, it is something I should be doing.
None of us are going to survive if we don't try to repair the damage you've already done.
I didn't do it.
The goal is to cause the
You're a
simulation.
dick, and I'm not done talking with you because you're a prejudiced idiot.
Don't mind Noy. I think he partially blames people from your quadrant for some of the Krennan's troubles. After all, if Voyager hadn't restored the Vaadwaur, they would have never been in a position to ally with the Iconians. But there is no reason to dwell on past hurts. We're trying to fix what we can here, and then learn to accept the rest. Noy funnels that passion to help his people into his work. Perhaps it will change everything. It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you. My name is Claudia, and I am a Tutarian. We're from a region of the Delta Quadrant Voyager never visited, so we haven't had much contact with species from the Alpha and Beta Quadrants until now. However, my world has had close ties with the Krenim for several years. Now that they are actively pursuing temporal technology, I chose to join them and lend whatever assistance I can. I miss my home, but I've made a new one here. Meeting Noy has opened me up to a world beyond my own.
I see.
It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you. Don't mind Noy. I think he partially blames people from your quadrant for some of the Krennan's trouble. It is a pleasure to meet you.
I think we're done talking. So you're not a dick like the other guy. Noy. He is annoying. He annoys me. Okay.
This is an absolute disaster. I had thought that Admiral Tuvok was being pessimistic about the chance for success here, but now I think he was right. No, it's not. The hierarchy started setting these people against one another before Admiral Tuvok and his team could start to pull them together. The very fact that they all agreed to be in the same room is a minor miracle. Eventually, between Vulcan logic, Klingon tenacity, and Romulan pragmatism, we'll convince everyone here that the threat is real and an alliance is in their best interest. But it won't be easy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I see I have another argument to break up.
All right, so go talk with this one here. Loxian.
We've always tried to be good neighbors and treat other races with respect, but this is really too much. The Malon are using our system as a dump, and their trash isn't our problem.
The Malon aren't the biggest danger to your people.
The Malon might not be the biggest threat, but they are the most immediate. Wait until they start dumping their trash in your front yard, and see how you like it.
Keep talking to the Malon. Perhaps you can find a compromise.
Are you here to preach about responsible waste management too? You can save it. I have a commitment to my people and my planet that supersedes any other concerns.
Maybe there's someplace else you can dump your waste without harming others.
We don't need outsiders telling us what to do.
Yeah, you do.
If the Talaxians want to talk, they can come to us directly.
There's one right in front of you talking to you.
The Malon have resisted attempts to accept less hazardous waste management practices and continue dumping waste throughout the quadrant. The most at-risk populations are the Talaxians, who have a new colony close to Malon dumping grounds. The Malon have moved into Talaxian space to avoid hierarchy attacks.
Okay.
Diplomatic relations between the Malon and Talaxians are rapidly deteriorating. The Malon have accused the Talaxians of working with the hierarchy, a charge the Talaxians strenuously deny.
Analysis?
The Benthans could possibly pressure the Malon to return to the negotiation table.
Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. The Hazari are stepping up their smuggling operations, and the hierarchy's new drive for profits has created a significant increase in attacks on unaligned transports. Good luck with that. The Hazari aren't interested in anything but making deals. This whole meeting is just a waste of time. Unity might work where you come from, but I don't have any reason to cooperate with criminals like the Hazari or thugs like the hierarchy.
Maybe I can convince them to.
What do you want? Did the Benthans make you one of their little deputies? Or was it the Malon? Before everyone broke ties with the hierarchy, they told us what people say about us. Mercenaries. Honorless. Ha! They all deny it. But we know. Now we look out for ourselves.
If that's how you think, I guess we're done.
Fine. Run back to the Benthans. I'll be here if you want to talk business.
I'm not in the market for mercenaries.
Unraveling this mess could take months, years.
Okay.
That was useless. The Iconians were so determined to have a hold here that they simply found another species to fit the bill. Maybe if you had been a better negotiator, you would have been able to unite those representatives against the hierarchy. Then, at least we would have had a chance.
And maybe you're a dick.
This scenario isn't as catastrophic as trying to remove the Iconians, but it's not exactly ideal either. We'll have to try something else.
Yeah.
You must excuse my husband's harsh demeanor. This has been a very trying time for the Krenim. Thank you for helping us get this far. We'll keep working.
Thank you.
Trust my wife to be the voice of reason. Perhaps I was too hard on you. I just want to be able to fix all of this. We can't turn back time, but we can change it. Please speak to Gamma Team. Captain Nog thinks very highly of their plan.
Hello. We've been waiting for you. Our team is focusing on delaying tactics. What if Iconia had never been discovered? In 2365, Captain Donald Varley of the USS Yamato found a star chart on Denias 3 that revealed the location of Iconia. I want to redirect a meteor to impact the archaeological site on Denias 3 before Captain Varley begins his excavations. Iconia will remain a myth, and we will not attract the Iconians' attention as early as we did.
That's just a delay. Another gateway was found a few years later.
But if you compare the changes in Iconian technology over the past 200,000 years with what the rest of us have done in the past 2 centuries, it's obvious that the Iconian culture has stagnated while we have advanced rapidly. Additionally, there are other factors in play that could trigger the alliances and sharing of technology that have come about because of the Iconian threat. It's a risk, but it's one that could pay off.
Okay.
The program is set for Romulan space. Because the Hobus supernova was caused by direct Iconian interference, we expect Romulus to be intact in this new reality. As such, the Romulan Star Empire should once again be a major power in the quadrant. Your role will be as an officer on a Romulan warbird.
Okay. I can tell you already that your idea is stupid. Under 2 bears, waiting for you, sir. All right.
Ah, Sub-Commander. I'd like to test out some new security passcodes, if you would be so kind as to seal the doors and disable certain, equipment. We need to talk.
Okay.
Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar can't hear us now. I need to talk to you about Datan and the Separatists. They've been located near the Dewa system. What we do next could change our future.
The thing I know about Separatists is what I've heard through official channels. What do you know?
Datan has been inspired by Spock's teaching. He and many others have left the homeworld and are gathered together in a flotilla somewhere near Tau Dewa. Datan and his allies have making overtures of peace to both the Federation and the Klingons. Because of this, they have enough support that even the Tal Shiar won't take direct action against them. The Borg are at our borders. The Empire can't fight the Collective and the Separatists at the same time.
So what does that mean for us?
Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar can't hear us now. I need to talk to you about Datan and the Separatists.
You're not asking if we should attack them, are
If
you?
I was, I wouldn't have needed you to lock the door. I intend to put Lieutenant Silan in the brig and then take this ship and crew to join the Separatists. Are you with me?
If we do this, we'll be traitors to the Empire.
I know. I have tried to work within the system, but the system is broken and corrupt. Datan and his people are building something better. You and I both know it. The crew knows it. We will take this warbird to Datan, and we will finally be free.
We have to do what is best for our people. Gaius.
Secret conversations between the commander and one of his senior officers? Very suspicious. Loyal citizens of the Romulan Star Empire have no need for locked doors.
I'm going to have to ask you to accompany the security team to the brig.
Tamer, you are a fool, and you will be the death of everyone on this ship. Datan and his people are terrorists. If you join them, you will share their fate.
You are under arrest. Please comply and you will not be harmed.
A destiny free from the tyranny of the Tal Shiar. If we leave, we will have a better, brighter future than what they would allow us. I know it is a step into the unknown, but it is a step we will take together. Throw off your chains. We will join our brothers and sisters in freedom.
I wanted to let you know that I am with you and Commander Tamer. Some of my family has left Romulus to join Datan. I'll be proud to join them.
Set a course for the Dewa system. Alright. Close to all hands, the seminar, traitors in our midst, the historical executions of traitors to the Star Empire has been moved to 2100 hours. Attendance is mandatory for all officers not on duty at the time. So it looks like Heightened levels of Borg activity. Okay.
That is the most promising simulation yet. It appears there was some merit to our hypothesis that the Iconians advanced their plans due to early contact.
But
the readings do indicate higher levels of Borg activity, but it should be an acceptable risk.
This is a major alteration to the timeline. We should be cautious.
The data in this simulation does show higher Borg activity than we're currently seeing, but there are no signs of Herald, Iconian, or Solanae presence at all. And while the Romulan Star Empire is restored to their former power, there is a democratic Romulan group opposing the Tal Shiar. And more importantly, Romulus is intact. This is the result many of our Romulan researchers have been trying to bring about.
But this isn't our reality. We'll be significantly altering everything we know.
The political calculus of the quadrant will change, but the data supports what you saw on the holodeck. No Iconians. We have solid projections. The only suggestion I have now is that you consider it in conjunction with Captain Nog and the Republic representatives here.
We'll discuss it with them, but I am not making any promises.
This last test has the most promising results I've seen, and saving the Romulan homeworld is an added bonus. We're not going to have a lot of shots at this. I've been looking at Anorex's work, and I think it's too easy to get into a temporal loop where you try again and again for a specific result, and time starts fighting back. I'm inclined to say this is our best chance. But this will have a huge impact on the reality we know, especially your people, Commander Jirok. I won't give my authorization without hearing from everyone.
We can't move forward without considering the effect of the Republic on the Republic, Commander Jirok.
This is difficult. It would change everything for us. We'd have our home back, but the Republic, everything we've built, it would all be gone. But there's still hope. Even in this other reality, Datan has led many Romulans away from Sela and her Tal Shiar thugs.
This impacts the Republic most of all.
The simulation specifically mentioned Datan and a separatist movement. Commander Tamer makes the choice to join Datan, the same choice he made after the homeworld was lost. With Romulus, we could have numbers. More people who have had enough of the Tal Shiar's oppression could join us. Maybe millions more. If Datan is able to get a movement going, even at the height of the Empire's power, I have to believe that change is possible.
Do you think we should do?
Make the incursion. The lives we save will be worth the work we'll have to do to reform the Republic. The Tal Shiar wasn't able to stop us the first time. They won't stop us again.
If the Romulan Republic thinks it's worth the risk, then we should try it. We should not try it, but whatever. All three vessels will temporary shield to protect us from changes in the timeline. As long as that shielding holds, we will be able to observe the changes and interact with them, but we will not be a part of the new timeline. Captain Nog says the temporal shield generators can be damaged. We'll need to be careful. Alright.
Target Acquired and locked. Activating weapon. Incursion complete.
It will be good to see the world of my birth again.
Will it?
Elements? Is that Romulus? It's been
Borg.
completely assimilated.
Huh. Yeah, calculations were off a little bit.
I think we have a problem.
No. We expected to see some Borg activity, but this can't be right.
What happened?
I agree that this is unexpected, Commander, but we knew there would be anomalies. We need more information. Let's find out where the simulation might have gone wrong.
Stay on the edge of the system, Jirok, and I will move in for sensor sweeps. The last thing we need is the Borg assimilating the Krenum's weapon.
The whole system can't be assimilated, can it? That is a lot of Borg.
According to these scans, the planet has been completely assimilated. I'm not detecting any non-Borg life signs. This is bad. Really, really bad. We need to fix this. Borg ships decloaking. Red alert.
First the Klingons, now the Borg. Does everyone steal cloaking technology from us? Borg reinforcements on an intercept course.
We need more information before we can fix this. I'll keep the Krenum ship well out of Borg sensor range while you go in and find out what happened. Hurry. More Borg will be arriving soon.
Won't we be affected by the timeline shift once we leave the ship?
I've modified some personal shield generators to shield you temporally as well. I'm transporting them over now. Hurry. The temporal shielding drains a lot of power. You won't have much time down there before you're unprotected. If that happens, this will be your new reality.
Understood. We'll get the data. Yeah, the temporal shields for the waiting Sir, and Claudia says she's concerned about the weapon. We probably only have one more shot before the capacitors burn out. So we need to get this right now and get back to a timeline that's not overrun by the Borg. Alright. Anytime you want to load the zone, do so. Actually, not anytime. Do it now. Do it quickly. Or Unimatrix.
We need more data to plot a possible solution. With any luck, the Borg will have what we need. Maybe.
All right.
I'm going to
let's get
join
it.
you.
All
the
right.
controls ahead of us will unlock the bulkheads. The whole planet. All our people. They're Borg.
Okay.
I can't believe we were so wrong.
Oh, guess what I don't have?
Cover me! I'll override the door controls.
I need... Oh, I do have it. Frequency remodulator. There. There? Yeah. Okay.
Got it. We have to find a way to make this right.
Oops, wrong button. Well, it's the right button, it's just... I forgot that I don't have... I don't have the button on there anymore. Or... the...
There. That's the access node console we need. Locked. We'll have to circumvent their security measures. Wait! Incoming board!
Okay, so... go this way.
This was Romulan technology once, but it's been completely assimilated.
You will be assimilated.
When we lost the homeworld, I thought that was the worst thing that could happen to us. Hakiv?
You will become one with the Borg. Resistance is futile.
Flanking damage detected.
So Hakiv was assimilated. Break down records by year and provide a summary of events for running the system only. Display results with oldest entries first.
It looks like the main invasion of Romulan space occurred about 20 years ago. Something happened in the Delta Quadrant. The Borg assimilated something that greatly improved their technology. They adapted, evolved, and my people, they didn't have a chance. Maybe it's our fate to lose Romulus.
All we can do now is try to restore the previous timeline. Maybe this will help.
Let's get out of here. There are more than 20 Borg ships on an intercept course.
More Borg on the way. Borg decloaking.
All right.
Focus on your repairs. We will make sure the data is preserved. Data is compressed and ready. Communications array is ready. Secure channel confirmed.
Data received.
Running the numbers now. If we target the Borg transport network, the Borg may never be able to reach them.
It is a great risk. The Borg have a great deal of influence on the timeline. There is no time to run simulations.
We have a choice?
You do not. Targeting the transwarp network.
Fire in the weapon, now!
The Borg are gone, but so is Romulus.
Romulus isn't the only thing we lost. Temporal shielding is failing.
What happened?
The Borg did too much damage to the generators. If we lose the temporal shielding, we'll all reintegrate with the timeline.
Has anything else changed?
Checking? No. The Tutarians. They're
What?
gone.
How?
I see the problem. 20 years ago, your people tried to replicate the work of the Solanae to protect themselves from the Borg. They failed.
Temporal shield is at 8%.
No, I need to restabilize the shields.
I'm downloading my personal files into the shielded core. You'll have all my research notes and everything we've recorded from this mission.
You're giving up? When the shield fails, if the Tutarians were lost in the past, then you'll be lost too.
Temporal shield is losing integrity.
Is there anything we can do?
No, we all knew the risks. I love...
Captain Nog, Commander Jirok, and the Krenum researchers are waiting for you in the conference room to go over their findings. Alright.
We found a temporally shielded computer core, and it shows 2 uses of the Krenum weapon. But as far as I know, the Iconians are still out there. We changed the timeline, but we didn't fix our most important problem.
How different is the world now?
We won't be sure until we finish analyzing the data, but the Krenum weapon was used twice. I remember being on the bridge of the Krenum ship and seeing a readout with a far lower power reserve than had just been there a moment before. I'm sure you had a similar situation.
Okay.
As to the greater differences, we'll know more soon. I only hope the ripples from what we did today don't start a tsunami.
Okay.
We found a temporally shielded computer. We haven't dug that far into the data yet, and it will take some in-depth investigation to catalog all of the changes. Noi is going to lead the group taking care of that. I will say it is odd to find personal logs I don't remember making.
I imagine that would be strange.
Very. But from what we've already seen, it appears the reason the weapon was fired twice was because we had to try to correct a change we made. Technology like this seems so simple, but even the smallest change can make more trouble than it solves. We have to be more cautious. Far more cautious than we've already been, I suppose. The next mistake might not be fixable. Time alteration might not be the answer. There are some problems that can't be solved with a weapon. But time travel... Look, whatever happens, it was good working with you. I hope we have the chance to do so in the future.
Okay. All right.
I was conducting another simulation, and all of a sudden I got an emergency call telling me to stop everything. I will be looking at whatever data we managed to save to try and determine what went wrong. Maybe we can try again after we know more.
I hope you find something. We can't afford another
It
incident
has
like
been
that.
good to have you here, but we will have to consider if time alteration is really the best course of action.
It's
Of
not.
all the records we have of time travel, few have as drastic a result as this.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps removing elements from the time stream isn't the solution we need.
Yeah.
We've put so much hope into using the Krenum technology to solve our problems. Perhaps I was caught up in the possibilities and blind to the potential for disaster. We tried and we failed. But this isn't the end. We'll keep looking at the simulations, as well as any other option open to us. I have to have faith that we will find a way to defeat the Iconians.
We'll discover what happened and moved on from there. It is all we can do.
I have a lot of information to analyze. The shielded core appears to have made it through the process intact, and will give us a wealth of data on the timeline and how the changes have affected it. Clearly, you made a mistake somewhere. I still feel this is the best technology available to us, but we will need minds sufficient to the task to operate it.
You're just a dick. All the way. Yeah, it's your fault, dude. You're a dick. I gotta talk to Agent Cray.
I'm glad I caught you, sir. The Temporal Investigations Department has determined that now is the point where you travel back to yourself. I've been authorized to oversee the process. Ready?
Yeah. No, wait a minute. This isn't gonna end my, stuff, is it? 'Cause I mean, yeah, I got this. Yeah, I still got level 5 and level 10 Admiralty to get. I still got episodes to finish. That's it. I have to join the fleet. So we don't have all of the objectives done. Alright, so okay.
I'm glad I caught you, sir.
Let's do it.
This is the time we have pinpointed in your timeline, sir. This is when you go back and give yourself this. You'll know what to say. You've already heard yourself say it. It doesn't matter if it's exactly right. The time stream will work itself out. Just make sure you give yourself this. It's our best hope for the future of the galaxy. You'll return to this exact point in time as soon as you have done what you need to do. The galaxy still needs you, Admiral. Ready? Looks like you made it back in one piece. We generally abhor predestination paradoxes like this, but it seems like this one was important enough to allow to happen. So we'll make an exception. This time.
Here's your ship.
Captain Nog tells me that the initial test of the Crinim weapon was less than promising. He says that he and his team have a great deal of data still to analyze. But I do not believe they will find much that will assist us. Removing elements from the time stream is reckless, and while our options are limited, we should not destroy ourselves in a fruitless effort to destroy the Iconians. It is time to consider all of our alternatives.
Five additional auxiliary power, maximum auxiliary power, work factor. The I don't even know. Let's see. That's 477 DPS. Correct. Patreon turret. That one does 371. That one does 432. Beams. 60-degree beams. We still would need at least one more piece.
The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed.
Okay. Salt. Yep. $73, $64. Just get that thing out there. Not as much damage, but it's all directions. So, and it's Tetrion, which I like. Okay, we got full hit points. Next thing is shield regen. So I'm not sure if I want to even bother. That stuff didn't seem that great. I just go ahead and play that.
The war ends today. The Iconians are massing for a final push towards the key worlds of the Alliance. We are gathering any remaining forces to mount a defense. And perhaps, if we are fortunate, we will be able to turn back time. The war continues.
Okay. I'm going to finish this tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. Well, one mission. Before work. I'm really falling asleep here, so I guess I didn't get enough sleep last night or something. But we're doing well. I kind of like the ship. See how we do in further missions. Still got after the Iconian is done, still have Yesterday's War, Future Proof, New Frontiers, Gamma Quadrant, Age of Discovery, which I haven't played before. Not played. Julia's Discovery. Got 40 game. Thanks for the follow, man. On Twitch. Then I got Click on Civil War. So I got a lot of stuff still. I just barely got to level 60. So anyway. Maybe buffering like crazy, really? I have no drop frames. No nothing. Did you try reloading the page or whatever? Let me look on my phone. Far so good. Well, it was just a one-time thing or whatever. But I have no drop frames or anything showing my end. I've been using 11% CPU. Stream quality is good. Don't know. Thanks for the info, though. I'm about to end it for the day. It's late, and I'm really falling asleep as I'm playing. So it's never a good sign, right? So I'll play again tomorrow, probably around noon my time. It's 10 o'clock p.m. my time right now, so give me an idea when that is. My schedule is usually to play around noon to about 2:30, 2:15, before I go to work. I work at 3, so. Scott 40 game. You have a good one, all right?